Alright. Beautiful day to be alive. It's so pretty out. I hope you can hear me. I'm right next to an air conditioning vent. I just wanted to talk about the Lord. I haven't posted for a good while, and I thought it was be a good time to post again. Out here on my lunch break from work. But God is so amazing, and we need to remember who He is, and we can't be led astray by the different teachings that we all hear, from the New Age and the oneness and the meditation and the no devil and no evil and we're evil, and I don't know. I'm just telling you, there's only one way, and it's Jesus. And I just want to tell you that right now for anyone who's scrolling through anything, because just like all of us, I have questioned Him. I've done it, and I know we all have. We're human. And I was getting into the New Age stuff. It sounds good. It sounds right. It sounds like the thing that we all are looking for. And I was looking into the frequency and the vibration and how we're all together and we're meditating on this earth, and there is a God, and He is in all this. But then I was thinking to myself, well, where does that bring in with Jesus? And so in the New Age, they say, Jesus is just a teacher. We shouldn't be focusing on Him as the person or Him as God, but just Him as the teacher, Him and what He was teaching. And that sounded good, and it sounded okay. It sounded great, and something in my spirit wasn't buying it. Something said, this is a little fishy. It doesn't feel right. It sort of feels right, but it's not 100% there. And I asked my dad, I said, Dad, what do you think of this? What do you think of the things that I just described to you? And he said, Vernice, and he yelled at me. He said, Vernice, you need to stop that right now. He said, that is not God. He said, that's not Jesus. He said, there is only one way to get to heaven, and that is through Him, through Jesus. You have to understand that He said He was the Son of God. He said He and the Father were one. You can look this up in John. And we all know that He's the way, the truth, and the life. And if you do your own research, if you look at the near-death experiences, they all talk about feeling God. And some of them talk about Jesus. But most of them, if not all of them, when they go to hell, when they are looking for someone, they all say Jesus. Every single one of them. They all say, and they all cry out to Jesus. They all cry out to God. And He's God. And, what else? So it's so easy to get wrapped up in the New Age stuff. And I can see where they're coming from. I do, I get it. Because, like I said, I was there, but I had to get out of it because I knew it was wrong. We have to keep our focus on Jesus because of the judgment that comes with God. We all know that there is a judgment, and that we have to be judged because we are human and we are sinners. And it's amazing, His plan, and we don't even know it all. But the thing that what I'm trying to say is the New Age doesn't even talk about this judgment, and they will be in for a rude awakening when that happens. And most every other religion talks about a judgment coming. So, we see how it kind of all incorporates, together, and how everything's kind of like adding up in a way, in a sense. But I can see where, New Age people would like that type of thinking, because yes, they've got some elements down. God is everything we see. He is the earth. He is the tree. He is the life that we all experience here. But in order to be truly with Him and gain the correct knowledge of wisdom and love, we have to remember Jesus. And that is the element of humanity that we need to remember for our spiritual self. So I wanted to put that out there. Felt like I needed to. Another thing that would be good for me to put out there is my testimony. I wanted to put that all out there first. Just because I thought I needed to. But so I'm going to share with you my testimony on God. I'll never forget it. And you never do when you experience Him and when you experience the divine. But, so I was with my dad. My dad and I are very close. We were outside and we were talking. We were in the shed. We were talking in the shed, hanging out. And, all of a sudden, I feel this heat. And I'm speaking from my heart right now. All of a sudden, I feel this heat. And it came over around me in the room. And I felt it inside my heart. I'll never forget it. I felt this love inside my heart. And then all of a sudden, He was right in front of me. As white as a crystal white. You can't get a white like that. If you wanted that white, you would have to get the brightest light bulb. And that's how He was. He was in a man form. And He had eyes so crystal blue. And the thing that He said to me is, I have been with you all along. And at that moment, I knew He had always been with me. Ever since I was a child, it was a confirmation that He has been by my side, that He has been guiding my life. I'll never forget it. He's been guiding my life, and He said that to me. He said, I have been with you all along. I'll never forget it. And then, the most amazing thing happened was after He said that, after He was there, all this knowledge flowed into my spirit and flowed into my being. It just hit me. It was like someone did this and put all this knowledge of love in me and brotherhood in me. I got so much knowledge in 5 seconds of the divinity of God and the love of our brother from Him. And I wrote some of it down. And I'll have to get it and read it to you because it's amazing, and it changed my life. And the one thing that He told me in this knowledge was that our Christian walk is our sacrifice. It is our thanksgiving to God. And you will see that word in the New Testament. You will see the word thanksgiving. And thanksgiving is such a huge word. Why is it a big word? Because America uses this word. And this word is a verb, and it is an act. You are thankful for what you have been given, but you will give this blessing to someone else because you are thankful. And the one who gave that to you is God. And you must be thankful and giving of your life and of your other blessings to Him and to your brothers in Christ. And that is our sacrifice as Christians. We are giving up our life and being thankful of it for Him and for our brothers. And we are only here temporarily. We are only here to figure out who we are and who He is in our life, to get back with Him, to gain more knowledge, to experience this life and understand love, so that when we are with Him, we can take on more knowledge of love and more I guess like apprenticeship type things. He will give us more abilities, more jobs, if you will. But we have to understand love, and we have to understand the knowledge of wisdom and love to get that relationship and those that job He will give us in our next life. It's amazing. And this is all that I'm getting from all this knowledge that came in me when He was just in the room. I'll never forget it. And we're here temporarily. That's what I got. And we will all feel His love at once and together when we are with Him. And I'm speaking from the heart right now. It's just amazing what He does for every single one of us. And so I personally, on my walk, I'm really trying with my life right now to do right by God, because that's my sacrifice. I love God so much that I want to give up this flesh and this yuckiness and this world, because it's nothing to me anymore. I got married. I used to live with my boyfriend, and it was really gnawing on my spirit of living with him and practicing fornication and calling myself a Christian. I couldn't do it. And so I told my boyfriend, I said, we have to get married. I said, I feel like I'm going to go to hell if we keep doing this. And I said, either we get married, or I have to leave you, or I have to live in a different house. I have to move back with my parents. And so we got married, because I didn't want to leave my boyfriend. I loved him so much. And I knew he was a good guy. He was a Christian, and I wanted to help him. And I felt like God led me to him to help him, with his walk. So we got married, and we're doing good. And I threw away all my stuff, and I don't look at pornography anymore. I try. And I don't want it. I don't even want it anymore. Because when you're with God and you understand this this opportunity he's giving you, the opportunity of a lifetime, then you will not want anything else. Because that opportunity to gain that is so much greater than whatever is on this earth. And so that's what I'm giving up. I'm giving up everything on this earth for the opportunity of a lifetime. And so I'm really done with trying and with just the fleshly things. You know, it's so easy when you love Jesus and when you love God. So right now, my next phase in my Christian walk is just trying to be a better person and trying to be more tolerable and loving to the people in my little world. You know, my coworkers and my family and my friends and the people that I come across in my daily life, in my walk. And the people that you do come across, when I feel the time is right, I try to evangelize and I try to tell them that the Lord is coming back. And I always tell them, especially if I know that they're a Christian, I always say that, you know, he is coming back. Jesus is coming back. And you need to get ready. You need to be ready. And you need to get ready because we're going to see him in this lifetime. And you don't want to be here on this earth and realize that you lost this opportunity of a lifetime and you'll never get it back. So, you know, I don't want to go into the stuff like of rapture and before and after and all that. I'm not concerned about that right now. We, as Christians, should be only concerned about making our lives better, changing it for the better, living in thanksgiving and in sacrifice, and helping our brother find Jesus. Because that's all that matters right now. It doesn't matter how we will leave this earth. It only matters that we're ready. So, I'll probably do videos once a month. But what I'm really trying to do, and what I've stressed in this video before, is that I'm really trying to evangelize to people, one-on-one. And I really hope you guys do the same. And I'm going to try to kind of do open air preaching at one point. I'm just trying to get ready for that. You know, I need to read more of the Bible, and I just want to help people. And I want them to understand the love that Jesus has. And I want them to understand that everything else they're looking for isn't right. Other religions and people. We're all looking for God. That's it. And it's so simple that people don't want to accept it. And that's the beauty of it. It's so simple. And that's why it's real. Anyways, so I just wanted to put that out there. And for anyone who wants to see it.